I hear Miss Sophie talks about Soweto being her home. You won't believe, all of you here won't believe that Soweto is my home. Without the risk of disclosing my year, but I can tell you that the first time I had a taste of apartheid was in Soweto, 1973. I may look young, but I can tell you that what is called the green beans, I saw it in Soweto. The story is very long, but to cut it short, I think children used to get lost in Soweto. So we were made to cram and recite the address of where you stay. And guess what? Until today, I can tell you that it is 152B Zola North, Kwatuma. So that's my home. From here, I can even pass there. Brachabu is still there, and we grew up there. Without much ado, Nako Itamaile, we thank you very much, Bishop, for inviting our president, Comrade President, our people in Soweto, in Moletsane, at the invitation of the Bishop and the family of Ramela, are waiting eagerly to hear you. Comrade President.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Releboe, our program directors. Releboe, the legends that are here. Releboe, all the bishops that are here. Baitapele ka moka ba dikereke. Releboe baetapele le bashumi ba ko SABC, especially Lesedi. It's one of the most important stations in our country. Releboe Mesofi. Mesofi is very passionate about young people. So when she speaks about the youth and when she sees youth looking like they are tearing each other apart, she takes it very personal because she cares about the future. So Mesofilina Soweto is my home. A lot of people won't know that. Or I did matric more Prudence High School, Kotladi. So a lot of people don't know that these are my streets. My vibes are here. So the deputy president is not going to outshine me. This is my home too. Soweto is a home of the whole of Africa. Let me begin by sending my humble greetings to the esteemed Archbishop David Ramela, who has bestowed on me the honor of being here today. The Lady Bishop Ramela, who welcomed us so warmly here at the St. Paul's African Apostolic Church. Greetings to my brother, the Minister of Sports and Tourism in Lesotho. And I want to say to you, my brother, I fully agree with you that we are one people. Lesotho, South Africa are one thing. And anyone who suggests anything different doesn't know his or her origin. We belong to each other. We have no reason to hate each other. We have no reason to look down at each other. I believe in one Africa because we are all one. I greet you all in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord. I say so because I'm a Christian myself. I was born to an epileptic mother who was a strong prayer woman, who went to church on a daily basis and took me along. But Bishop, you know, the problem is that I can't pray the way you are praying, where there are a lot of people who must be kneeling down and all of that. I can only pray where there is bed. Because my mother used to kneel next to the bed and put her hands on top of the bed. And that's how I pray. So when a person says, let's pray, I look for a bed. And it becomes very difficult because That's not what prayer to me is. My brother, when he invited me here, Sello Hatang, the former CEO of Nelson Mandela Foundation, I did not have a doubt to come to church because I know I belong to church. And when a brother says to me, pay us a visit on Sunday to church, I have no reason to ask why. But equally, I was being invited by a man of honor, a man who is a dignified individual, who is not involved in dodgy dealings. So when you get such invitation, you know that indeed I have to honor this. But Bishop, you must know that I built my mother's church. So when my mother was still alive, very poor, she used to go to church every Sunday. And before she goes to church, she will ask for money. And she didn't have money so that she can contribute. Why unyaga chelet every Sunday? So when she passed on, the pastor came and said, Julius, what's all going to Then I remembered my mother used to contribute money to build a church. So I must make her dreams come true. And that's how I've built a church. So langa dia di bika ka pakai ntwa morena yona ke agile. Mudimuta no fela ankwela botluku mara shemo wazama. There is a building standing in his name. And what's about you bula le mamuruti bophelo ke ntong. Ka e bula le Zuma. So because you can't rewrite history. We went to open the church together. I still go to the same church. And my wife has got an obligation. Opatela di tshwanelo tsa kereke. Because ke moditse hore na ke nya go boloka ke moruti wa o hirwa. Ke nya go boloka ke moruti wa Julius. Wo batho ba mo tsebang a bolela re before ke itla ke lebeletse dibuka o phethile di tshwanelo. So a ke nya go re bara a fete ka kerekeng e bore a ka se fete ka hore di tshwanelo a lokisa di tshwanelo. But today I've been asked to speak here on the challenges facing our society, which include the massive poverty and suffering of our people, the crime that confronts our communities, which is partnered by abuse of drugs and alcohol, as well as to speak on challenges of unemployment and landlessness. Bishop, we call upon the church to join the EFF in the call to ban the advertisement of alcohol. Because this advertisement of alcohol makes alcohol look cool, when in fact alcohol is a devil in our society. These challenges are part of what the church has fought against in Africa since the former liberation movement, and at all times, when the native people stand up against injustice, the church has been a pillar of hope and a shield for the defenseless and homeless masses of our people. The church was a sanctuary for the liberation heroes who fought against apartheid. The church was a source of strength for our mothers and fathers who were stripped of their dignity by the cruel regime, and many times when liberation movements were banned and suppressed, the church was the only tool to oppose the cruel regime of Pretoria. It will therefore be unfair for me to come on this platform and speak as if it is only politics that can resolve the moral and ethical challenges facing our society. South Africa is in a state of darkness and despair, and it is now more than ever that South Africa needs the church to shine the light on it. As a country, we have turned our back on our faith, and as a result, the evils of crime, gender-based violence, and murder have become normal occurrences. This is because a nation without strong faith is a lost nation. We have forgotten the role of the church in defeating the evil of apartheid, the role of pastors who prayed for our soldiers in exile, and because of that, we have been unable to build a sustainable democracy, because after faith saved us from apartheid, We left faith at the gates of 1994. So my task here is to call on the church to bring faith back into the picket lines because the children of God need it. I'm here to ask the St. Paul African Apostolic Church to join me and my comrades in the picket lines because the challenges of teenage pregnancy, of robbery and gangsterism here in Soweto will never be defeated without faith. The hunger of our people, the collapse of our schools and clinics, hospitals, needs a strong unity between faith and politics. And I'm here presenting myself as your son and asking the church to join us in the picket lines. We need you and your nation needs you. We cannot be a society that is proud of violence against women and children. South Africa has become a capital of rape in the whole world. When we traveled the world in the past, Comrade Sello, when we said to the people we come from South Africa, they always ask us, oh, you are from where Nelson Mandela comes from. But today, when you say you are from South Africa, they say you come from a country where you rape women and you abuse women. That is the image we have in the whole of the world today. Because here in South Africa, women are being murdered like flies. We must make sure that for us to survive, we need to protect our women. We need to protect our children. We need to make the streets of Soweto safe again. If you want to know what is the important role of women in building society, Lebella Fela Ma Bishop, without her, this church will not be what it is. You can see that behind our bishop, there is a strong woman. Because of her strength, her husband is able to achieve a lot of things. But if this husband did not have a supportive wife and a wife who is abused and violated by a husband, this husband will not achieve all of the things you are speaking about. It is so because she kneels down and prays for him, pray for the family, and pray for all of us. Because of your prayers, Mama, today Papa goes around creating jobs in a country where a lot of people are unemployed. There are no jobs in South Africa. The official unemployment stance is at 32.1%. Our people are not working. When we are told jobs are created, it's something called EPWP. People pretending to create jobs when those jobs are temporary and do not even have pension funds. We want real jobs that are being created by our bishop. We want the youth of South Africa to work because 3.5 million of the youth are unemployed in South Africa. But we know that through capable men like our bishop who invest not only in faith but in the growth of our economy, one day our country will know the real growth through employment. We want to say to the bishop, don't be discouraged by so many things that get to be said about our country and about black people. What we know is that the future looks bright. Today, Donald Trump and them speak very bad of us. Not because we did anything wrong, but really rekopa lefase le khutlele ko beng ba lona ba re le batla o etsang ka lefase ra re batla o aga dikereke ba re why le batla o aga dikereke ra re na le more shebins than churches. That's why we've got a problem in our society. We need more churches than shebins. So today we are being threatened with sanctions because we said let's expropriate land without compensation and give it to our people and give it to the church. And West Bishop, you understand the importance of the land. That's why you are involved in agriculture and giving tractors to our people to work the land. Next time they ask me, what do you want to do with the land? I will say, just look at what my bishop is doing with the land. And that's exactly what we want to do with the land. You can be guaranteed, fellow South Africans, I will never be bullied by Elon Musk or Donald Trump. Because I've never done any crime to anyone. Yesterday I was in an auction in Rustenburg of Peter Detroit. In that auction, 95% of those people were white people. I sat with them from 11 o'clock until 6 in the evening, wanting to demonstrate to Elon Musk and Donald Trump that I'm with the people you are saying I want to kill. Why would I sit with these white people if I want to kill them? Why do you make me an international criminal for asking for dignity of black people? I've not committed any crime against anyone except to say, let's restore the dignity of black person. If you don't have the land, you will never have dignity. And I was saying to those white people yesterday, you are not going anywhere because it's nicer in South Africa. There is no any other place which is more nicer than South Africa where black and white can coexist without problems. The only thing you need to change is your hearts. You must learn to share and share the land with the rest of other people. We might look like we are a nation that is in a racist conflict. That is, we are not in a racist conflict. We are in a robust engagement as people who were excluded from the economy of South Africa. And that robustness might look like it's violence against a particular nation. It is not. It is our cry to have our dignity back. The same way we cry for the dignity of the children of Palestine. We will never be bullied that we must not speak against the brutality of Israel against Palestine. Why? When the children were being killed here in Soweto, it was Palestinians who stood up and said that is crime against humanity. Today, the whole nation is being wiped off in front of our eyes. We are being told to keep quiet, otherwise we are going to be declared international criminal. I'm so happy to be an international criminal. You know why? Because Nelson Mandela was an international criminal. That's what they declared him, for fighting for the freedom of our people. And if it means I'm joining in the ranks of Nelson Mandela by being declared an international criminal for fighting for the rights of my people, I'm a proud international criminal. Moruti rapelela bana ba rena ku DRC. Ba bolaiwa. We are not refusing our soldiers to go to DRC. We are simply saying withdraw them because we are not ready to go anywhere. Once we have prepared ourselves enough, we can go to DRC. When you send soldiers without arms to a war zone, you are actually sending farm workers to a war zone. Because what differentiates a soldier from a farm worker is because a soldier is armed. Our soldiers are not armed. There's no equipment in South Africa which can fight anyone. There are 2 helicopters in the eastern DRC where our soldiers were killed. The last time they flew, it was when they were landing in DRC. From there, they were never serviced. There is no single fighter jet in South Africa today. We used to have a Roy Falk, one of the most sophisticated fighting machine. Today, there is no single one left. Why? They are not being serviced. Those soldiers ran out of bullets and they sent a message to South Africa to supply more. But because South Africa has got no capacity, couldn't give those soldiers more ammunition. Those soldiers did not have drones. Why do you fight a war like you are fighting during the time of Shaka Zulu? Because there are drones now which you can send to the other side to see if the other side is advancing towards you so that you can prepare yourself. Our soldiers never had that capacity. They just woke up, the enemy was in their camp. There was no intelligence that was provided to our soldiers that the enemy is coming closer. After 14 soldiers were killed, we said, bring them back home. They did not bring them back home. They sent more 800 soldiers. But the ones that are remaining in DRC, they are no longer in a camp, Murut, Bishop. They are not in a camp. They are being held hostage. Yes, they for them to go to a toilet, they must get a permission from M23. For them to get water, they must ask from M23. So why do you keep on saying, send soldiers, we are for Africa? I'm for Africa, but I will not send people that are not prepared for war because I'm sending them for slaughter. So Bishop, please, rappella bana ba rena ba be safe in DRC until this government comes back to its senses. Bring them back home. Let's invest in the army. Let's buy more ammunition. Let's train more soldiers. When we are prepared, send them to DRC to go and defend the democracy of DRC. So you are nothing as a country if you don't have an army. China is investing in the army. America is investing in the army. We are investing in corruption. That's the difference between us and other developing nations. We have to fight corruption wherever it raises its ugly head. This youth in this church is unemployed. Mara mesebetsi ya tswa mo masipaleng wa Johannesburg. Ba fana ka difane. Ba fana ka di-surname. And even if you are exhausted, the whole family by family mesebetsi ka ofela yon. Ba ya ba exhausted. Ba bitsa le ba ba beng khole. Ore ka ba dengeno ko bana mushumo nga fa again. When there are so many children who are unemployed here, who must be given jobs here, we are going to make sure that we bring prayer back into our school to instill discipline amongst our children and for our children to fear God. I want to conclude by saying, Muruti, you must not be worried about the negative things that get to be said about you. Because how do you there will always be people who speak bad about you. There will always be people who speak bad about this family. I'm not shocked when you say, Mama, the brothers and family of the pastor left him. I lost my brothers now, turned against me. And I never looked back. I've never, not even once, doubted myself when my brothers turned against me. It is not for the first time that the brothers turn against each other. It's there in the Bible. It doesn't start with them. So why should I be a crybaby when they turn against me? You must be rest assured, Murud. Now I'm a living survivor. Now I'm one example. Some reject which was written off and said he is buried. People even wrote books about me and said this boy is done, like they are doing now. But they don't know my faith. They don't know my God. They don't know my ancestors. And I will never be destroyed by that which has never built me. I will never be intimidated by that which has never disciplined me when I was a child, grounded me and taught me who is an elder, who is a young person, and how. There is no choice that can come before the she's going to become a doctor. And she must not thank us. She must thank Bishop. Because we're called by Bishop here. And when this challenge was put forward, we knew this is what Bishop has put us against. We have to respond. So we are saying to you, your fees are resolved. You don't have to worry about those fees. You are going to become a doctor. And every time there is a gathering like this, you must come. We will call an ambulance. Uba check the high blood. Lady 1, 2, 3. Why? I was produced by this church. And therefore I'm offering my services back to this church. God bless all of you. Thank you very much.
Matsela. Re a leboha Juju. Matsela, ho na le maemo